30,000 Trump supporters and intel indicating infiltration of extremist groups. Then why was Capitol so ill-prepared for the January 6th riots? This is SOH News and I'm Lena Scoreback. Yesterday, the Senate held the second part of its hearing to investigate Capitol security failures on January 6th. Most notably, they were looking at the National Guard response and why it took so long. Major General Walker is the commander of the D.C. National Guard. He said that he would have immediately sent the troops to the Capitol after getting a call from the Capitol Police Chief if it wasn't for the fact that Pentagon placed unusual restrictions on the Guard, namely restricting them from carrying protection equipment and weapons without the personal authorization of the Secretary of Defense. It also seems that the mayor of D.C. thought the district was prepared for the event. That's according to the testimony by Robert Salasys, a senior official at the DoD.
On January 5th, the acting Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of the Army received a letter from the mayor of D.C. stating MPD is prepared and coordinated with its federal partners, namely the Park Police, the Capitol Police, and the Secret Service. Based on these communications with federal and local civilian authorities, DoD determined that no additional military support was required.
Also, a few days prior to the protest, Salasys said his staff contacted the FBI as well as 4 other law enforcement agencies to determine if they plan to request assistance from the DoD. According to his testimony, none of them indicated the need for D.C. National Guard support. But then there's this testimony submitted to the Senate in a previous hearing by former Capitol Police Chief Steven Sund. He said that a pre-January 6 intelligence assessment indicated that members of the Proud Boys, white supremacist groups, Antifa, and other extremist groups were expected to participate in the event and that they may be inclined to become violent. He also said that the breach was coordinated, noting that some rioters had climbing gear. By contrast, the FBI claims it had no credible threat reports of a pre-planned attack. There was another nuance involved that caused the National Guard to be deployed an hour later after the rioters breached the Capitol, and that was bad optics for the military. Salasys said that military officials were particularly mindful about responding forcefully to civil disturbances in light of events that happened last summer. The Pentagon was criticized for deploying the National Guard and flying helicopters over citizens when they were protesting the death of George Floyd. So with the DoD being cautious when it came to January 6th, Major General Walker said he had to wait 3 hours for the authorization process to complete before the Guard's quick reaction force could be deployed. Despite that, General Mark Miley, who is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, told reporters that there were mischaracterizations of response times for the military, and in fact, Pentagon's response could be considered super fast. He said that from a technical military standpoint, from the receipt of the phone call to alerting National Guard forces from a cold start to them being on the scene, the response was very fast. If you want to read the full witness statement submitted to the Senate, please check out the links in the description below. Let us know what you think and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.